Hear me out. The saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story, says Layla, the divine feminine energy. Then we have the magician at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is manifesting things into reality. This is really cool. We're gonna pull from this deck. It's the divine feminine oracle deck. And then we're gonna get some messages and some guidance from the influence of the angels. So stick around. Okay, so I'm about to get into it, right? And so what I'm seeing here is the Black Madonna. I feel like this has such strong significance right now. It's about Our Lady of the Hermits. And I know many of us have been hermiting. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. That is what feminine energy has been doing right now, is transforming pain into love. Wow. So confirmation if you are somebody who has been transmuting pain into love for quite some time. I feel like this very much could be your message. Wow, the High Priestess energy came out. I am the one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Wow, this is anchoring this divine love energy here. And then I also have Joan of Arc, which is really representing the warrior of the light. I have a steel-like faith in myself, and that's what you're being asked to have, is steel-like faith. The angels armor me with conviction, discernment, and acts of service. So you're here. I'm going to keep going because there's clearly more to say with this deck. So I'm getting like her name, this High Priestess name. I know I'm going to mess it up, but it's called, and it's like Hedjuana. So if you guys know how to pronounce that, share with me because I'm struggling with it. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. Look at that, that's beautiful. This is talking about, I recognize suffering in order to release it. So you're not holding on to the suffering, and you may be helping others to release it in some way. Sometimes curiosity breeds compassion. That's beautiful. I love that. Kuan Yin. All right, let's get one more. And then we're gonna hear about their stories a little bit, if you want to stick around for that. Okay, so then I have Lilith, the First Woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. And then we have Lady of the Lotus Born. Yeshi Sagal. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Hey now. Wow. Kadia, the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Okay, this is what you're doing. All right, this is like the rise of the feminine energy if I didn't see a reading. This is being manifested in the physical reality right here. Wow, powerful, powerful stuff. Okay, so we're being guided to focus on one specific story here. Each one of those divine feminine cards, it tells a story. And so we're going to tell the story as captured in this book and the person and group that developed the facts here, because there was a lot that went behind this book and this deck. So I respect that. So we're going to share some information regarding Lilith when it comes to divine feminine energy and how important it is to bring balance and to restore harmony, okay, here on earth. So Lilith embodies our sovereignty to declare our desires and do what must be done in order to live them out. According to Jewish folklore, Lilith was Adam's first wife. She was created from the same earth as Adam. So when he expected her to be subservient to him, she refused. Lilith explained to Adam that they were equal and that they were both made by God. So when Adam insisted again on her submission, Lilith uttered the divine names and flew away. Supposedly, Adam sent angels after her to force her to return. But she was with Archangel Samuel, and she desired to remain with him. Ancient Jewish midrash, or retellings of biblical stories, portray Lilith as a demon. But contemporary feminist theologians like Judith Plaskow have incorporated women's experience and women's voices into traditional texts. With their own midrash, Plaskow transforms the fearsome, vilified Lilith into a wise, empowered woman. Lilith embodies the emotional and spiritual aspects of our unconscious and unrealized desires, sensualities, and unbridled sexuality. She owns her body and soul completely. For many women, Lilith is an icon of freedom. Lilith is the first woman. She is the woman who refused to be dominated or defined by anyone or anything outside of herself. And for that, we are going to thank her for her service, because she has certainly paved the way for many of us to step into. And I feel like that's what we're being asked to do. Okay, we're being asked to create this on earth, bring this back to earth. Okay, so that is what our message is going to be about. Okay, so hang out. We're gonna move this content over here, and we're gonna use our tarot deck. So stay tuned. Let's see. Magician energy. Let's see. I was just asked that I'll pull like a card from here, and then they want me to kind of identify in the book what it represents. And so I got the Strength card. So let's see. I like how this book does have some great, the Influence of the Angels book. It has like a nice story about each one of the characters in here and their contribution to humanity. And I feel like we all have our own path, right? Our own legacy. So I feel like we're doing some honoring today. Let's see, the Strength card should be right here. Zadkiel, Archangel Zadkiel is known as the angel of mercy and helps people become more compassionate and forgiving towards others. A lion by itself indicates strength and courage, as shown on this actual card, okay? Like the lions don't fear other lions, right? Only humans fear lions because they don't carry the same kind of power. All right, so it also represents the beast within us and our subconscious desires. We've been talking a bit about, manifesting, okay, in our subconscious mind. The angel here is taming this lion to be gentle and not forcing her will upon this lion, right? She quietly takes time to understand the situation and calmly tames the beast. This is what, feminine energies have had to do for far too long, is come in and try to tame the beast. So I feel like, when things are unbalanced, there's this submissive energy, there's this willing to tolerate unacceptable behaviors in others. There is this fear of direct confrontation. I feel like, from a collective perspective, there is balance that is needed to make sure that there are things that are being done for the highest and greatest good, and not just like one's taking over the other. So the message here is take care not to confuse the strength of compassion with the weakness of something being sentimental or sentimentality. Okay, fascinating. So a little patience too. I feel like things are kind of, moving along. So what's this Page of Cups? I feel like this is love, bringing love to the situation. Let's see. King of Cups. Masculine, emotional, maybe empathic energy. Fool card. All right, so we have some new perspective. There's a new outlook even. Yeah, here's a new perspective. As a result of a new perspective, I feel like this is something that's been overcome. Okay, there is some sort of realization here. I feel like somebody may have thought that maybe there was a denial of how someone felt. Maybe there's a realization of this. Maybe there is an acknowledgement that love wins in some way, shape, or form. And there's this focusing on seeds planted, right? Waiting for these things to kind of flourish and grow. I feel like there is this accumulation of experiences that are definitely benefiting you. So that's awesome, because you're going from like the 7 to the 9, like that's the goals. Like you're almost close to your goals, okay? I feel like if you are sharing and really working on energy exchanges with other people and who you're, you know, doing this with, I feel like you're more aware, self-aware of this now. I feel like you could very much be in like the energy you put out, you're receiving back. So you very much could be focusing on that, right? This is something that you don't want to put energy towards something that isn't going to bear fruit or be in a good alignment for you. 4 of Wands. I feel like there very much could be a commitment on the horizon. I feel like this also could represent a celebration. I do feel like someone feels like there is, you know, some boredom here, some kind of like, you know, not feeling real great about the situation. I feel like there's somebody feels like they missed out maybe in the things that you've been doing behind the scenes because they got caught up. They may have been giving to other people behind your back, putting you in this energy here, 4 of Cups, or maybe this is what's happening behind your back with this energy. Okay. I have an Emperor here. It's the Emperor. Victory and success here, being recognized by an Emperor possibly. I feel like this might be because they recognize that you're in your purpose. There's some sort of like moving on from some sort of like success here. It might have something to do with what you do. I feel like there's an opportunity coming your way. I feel like this is as a result of the energy that you've put out into the collective or the universe, however you want to see that. Maybe it has something to do with you at work. Maybe you've been putting in some extra, and I feel like it's being recognized by someone who has a leadership position, someone who you would see as a leader. Okay? I feel like this is someone with authority too. And then I have the Sun cards. I feel like this is really good information, good news. I feel like this is going to make you happy. This is maybe you doing something that you enjoy and would bring a lot of joy, happiness, and success. I feel like this might be something on the horizon, or this might take you to somewhere else that might require you to make some plans. So what is this? Justice and Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is as a result of favor in your energy for being your most authentic self, your most truthful self, you being honest and devoted. Okay, I do have, there might have been some sort of you having to protect your resources that is ending with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like your fate and destiny has been sealed. Okay, so there is some sort of change coming in that is going to create a new direction. Okay, we have 6 of Cups. They're the ones that are realizing like they betrayed those that love them, I guess. Maybe this is a realization right now. I have the Devil, I have the Ace of Cups, and I have the Six of Cups. So I'm like, someone's realizing that you were the one that actually loved them. Maybe they've had some experiences with other people that, you know, were giving their love elsewhere, okay? And so maybe there's a lot of that going on. So maybe this is not something you've been engaged in. Yeah, because this has ended. That's already, yeah, this is you manifesting, okay? I feel like these are coming into fruition here. All right, I feel like you are attracting, you know, the things you are creating here. Like these are coming in. I have the Hierophant, Magician. I feel like you have learned the lesson and you are applying it, and you are helping others as you move along your path. So you were in your purpose, your divine purpose. What you experienced was the purpose of you learning. The student became the teacher, right? And then we have the Hierophant. And so this is you like co-creating with the divine, right? And it's very specific to how you do it, where you do it, and who you engage with in doing it. So you're not for everybody, okay? You're not for everybody, okay? There is an energy coming in that is going to change things up for you. I feel like it's as a result of like you both being in union with oneself. Maybe this is something that's playing out right now. Yeah, there is this reward coming in for you for a job well done. I feel like you're being recognized here for finally seeing your own worth. And now that you see your own worth, you are attracting that into your reality, okay? So don't create any blockages that don't belong there. You are worthy, you are enough. You are deserving of your destined outcomes, your desired outcomes, okay? I do have the Lovers after that. Okay, and then I have a King of Swords, okay? I feel like this is like divine protection, divine, it's almost like either, I'm getting like, this is a divine, why am I going blank here? This is like archangel energy. This reminds me of like Archangel Michael or someone who has like high spiritual authority ranking is overseeing this union so to ensure that it comes together, because there's a dual purpose here. There's a dual mission, okay, with the Chariot. All right, so yeah, this is being overseen by the Most High. Interesting. And then I have a King of Wands here. Fire sign. I have a King of Pentacles over here. All right, who are these people? Oh, they're having a hell of a time. All right, so I guess somebody is being outed for what they were doing, what they were up to, okay, with the community. There's some sort of community competition going on. I feel like what's coming, this could be evidence being presented as it relates to somebody taking action against someone, maybe with a group, to prevent some sort of gossip, conflict, gaslighting, gang stalking, going against someone's profession or how they do what they do. There's a lot of drama playing out here to affect somebody's stability and new beginning. Okay, so this was very like calculated energy. All right, yeah, they came for an Empress. They tried to end an Empress. Okay, so I feel like that's playing out. This King of Pentacles that came flying out could very much be somebody who knows the truth, or maybe this is the representation of someone being greedy or what someone does for money, or someone's having to pay money for all the action taken against you, collective. And it could be through the karma of those those that are around them. So, you know, oftentimes, like, you're not the one who's directly going to give the karma. It's those that they are around, right, are also going to be teaching them lessons, okay? And so I feel like there's a group here that is learning some difficult lessons right now. These are playing out. There could even be like legal issues going on here. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, it has to do with something that you do. All right, there's some sort of like, they oppose whatever you do, okay? But they're clueless in what you actually do, so that's what's funny. Okay, yeah, and then they have the Tower. They're like, they're learning lessons. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, because it came after High Priestess, and so the High Priestess is meant to share spiritual wisdom and knowledge, and so they tried to interfere with her ability to do this, and so they will experience lessons of their own for trying to prevent this Empress, this High Priestess, this High Priest, this Emperor from being of service. Okay, so whatever they thought that they were getting away with, it's a no-go. 2 of Cups, huh? Saw the Moon, okay? They tried to prevent a union from coming together with somebody else, a divine counterpart. Okay, so there's some sort of effect to whatever this was. I feel like there was a lot of energy sent your way because you hold the light. They were manipulated to come after you because of you hold the light. Like all of them and their monkeys, okay? But here's the thing, like everybody has free will choice to decide what they take action on. And so they have to be responsible for their own thoughts and actions. And I feel like that's part of the lessons being learned here, whether you believe in God or not. You're gonna be praying to God in a minute. Look what comes out. You're gonna be praying to God in a minute. All right, this is like balance being restored here. This is karmic justice playing out. This is on a divine scale too. So like if there was any like karmic lessons that were meant to be resolved in this lifetime, they are being resolved in this lifetime, and that is the highest and greatest good. So be grateful that we're closing these things out, right? Because we're at the 9 of Swords. So this is kind of like, you know, it's gone on long enough. Like it's like enough's enough, okay? Is what I'm getting with this. Enough's enough. Like time to break the pattern. Yeah, time to break the pattern. It's about mindset, okay? It's about intentions. It's about doing the inner work and, you know, seeking some sort of help and guidance and support and not holding on to the shame and all of that. Like, it's almost like forgiveness. It's like, you know, bring your burdens to me, child, and let me free you of your sins. It's like that, you know? This was Adam and Eve before, you know, Adam, you know, after the whole apple situation, and, you know, someone then realized that, you know, they would have to be subservient to man. I feel like, no, there's balance being restored here, and it's through our relationships with one another. So I feel like if this was an energy that, you know, took advantage of women for their own benefit, their own personal gain, to make them look good, I feel like they are experiencing difficult lessons to bring that back into balance so that they understand the situation from another perspective. And I feel like this is happening maybe with personal relationships as well as like, you know, what's going on in our governments and how, you know, our religions and our cultures and societies and all those things, how, you know, the scales have been tipped to favor one side more than the other. So it's about like bringing things back into balance, okay? The rise of the feminine, the first woman, like Lilith, you know, like it's like time to rewrite the story the way it was initially intended in the first place is what I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like it's about releasing suffering, okay? It's about releasing the suffering and investing in something that would bring in a new experience, new beginning, new earth. Okay, with the World card, I feel like there's a new way, there's a better way. Certainly we have references to go by. We have the resources. It's about working together to create a better experience for everybody, right? I think that's beautiful. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like, you know, like we have divine support to bring balance and restore it. I feel like we're all working towards the same goal with the Ace of Wands. There's enough abundance for everybody to create, especially when we're in a very high vibration. We're creating for the highest and greatest good, and that's the intentions. I feel like when we all work together, we're very powerful. We're more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. And I feel like that is what's kept us small. That's what kept us controlled. That's what's kept us unbalanced, is the thought of us not being as powerful as we are. We are manipulated and controlled, and fear sets in. So I feel like this is like awareness coming to humanity that there has been imbalance, and that we are as powerful as creators as we give our power away to others, thinking that they're more powerful than us. We have it all within, and there's enough for everybody. I feel like when we work together, anything's possible. The changes we seek, the changes that we want, the changes that we are already exist. And it's like anything's possible. This is like rewriting your own story, you know, being with someone who treats you the way that you want to be treated. I feel like you're going to receive like your desires, your dreams. Okay. So I feel like staying focused on what those are, very important for today. All right, y'all. That was fun. I hope you guys have an amazing day.